Keek on the mic, keek on the mic, keek on the mic, keek on the mic. People, this the intro. Sacramento, California, born and raised. In Antelope is where I spend most of my days. Talk bad about my team, you must be a clown. This is Keek on the mic, so you know you better bear down. Bear down.
Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Like always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you also follow me on all my social media platforms to stay connected with all Keek on the Mic news. So, Bears fans, after much anticipation, the Chicago Bears have officially traded the #1 overall pick to the Carolina Panthers for an absolute haul. Obviously, this deal cannot become official until Wednesday, I think about at 3 p.m. my time, whatever. But all in all, the Chicago Bears are trading the #1 overall pick to the Carolina Panthers for a massive haul. And Bears fans, let's break down this deal right here on Keek on the Mic. By sending the #1 overall pick to the Carolina Panthers, the Bears will receive the #9 overall pick, number 61 overall in the second round, a first in 2024, a second in 2025, and wide receiver DJ Moore. So this is an absolutely massive haul for Ryan Poles and the Bears. And after the trade, the Bears now sit at 10 total picks in this year's NFL draft, and that includes 2 second-round picks, 2 fourth-round picks, and 2 fifth-round picks to work with. So obviously, when you look at it, Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears have a whole lot of ammunition to help build this roster through the NFL draft. And we all know that was what one of Ryan Poles' biggest goals when he took over for the Chicago Bears is to build this roster through the NFL draft. And he now has plenty of ammunition to build through the NFL draft this year. So let's break down this deal piece by piece. And let's start by breaking down wide receiver DJ Moore. Bears fans, Ryan Poles being able to get DJ Moore as part of this package by trading back with the Carolina Panthers was absolutely massive. And it was probably one of the most favorite things about this deal with the Carolina Panthers. When you look at DJ Moore, he's a true #1 wide receiver that Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears desperately needed. He is a 25-year-old receiver. I'm about to hit his prime of his career. He has big playability, catch yards after catch ability, all the things that you want in a true #1 wide receiver. He has 3 seasons of over 1,000 yard receivings in his first 5 seasons in the NFL. And check this out, Bears fans. This is the thing I like the most about DJ Moore. In 5 seasons in the NFL, he has only missed 2 games. So this guy is durable. He'll be able to play every single game, and I really do like that. This is a guy that will instantly make Justin Fields and guys like Darnell Mooney and Chase Claypool a lot better. I anticipate that DJ Moore will play on the outside. Chase Claypool will be on the other side, and then that means Darnell Mooney will play in the slot, which that's what I really wanted for Darnell Mooney, is to have him in the slot. So all in all, this is going to make everyone better on the Chicago Bears offense. And like I said, this is a true #1 wide receiver that the Chicago Bears desperately needed. The best part about all this, the best part about acquiring DJ Moore in this trade with the Carolina Panthers, he still has 3 years left on his current contract, and the Chicago Bears will be paying him roughly about $17.5 million per year, which is a bargain if you think about it for a true #1 wide receiver. Plus, after acquiring DJ Moore in the trade with the Carolina Panthers, the Chicago Bears still have $75 million to spend. So an absolute haul of cap space as well to continue to build the roster and make this roster a whole lot better. So overall, I love the addition of DJ Moore to the Chicago Bears, and I cannot wait to see him and Justin Fields absolutely light it up for years to come. Now let's talk about the picks that the Chicago Bears received by trading back with the Carolina Panthers. First off, being able to trade back and receive what they did and still pick in the top 10 at #9 is a masterful job by Ryan Poles. Let's give Ryan Poles his kudos. He was talking that talk all week at the combine. He was walking around with a lot of confidence, and now I realize why he was so confident, because he realized the deal that he had in place with the Carolina Panthers. And like I already mentioned, he should be proud of himself. A young GM, everyone was kind of on his back saying, come on, Ryan Poles, you can't mess up this offseason. This was an outstanding way to start the offseason for Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears. And what he was able to do was absolutely masterful. You traded back, you got a haul of picks for not only now, but for the future. You added a true number one wide receiver in DJ Moore. And guess what, Bears fans? You still pick at number 9 overall in the NFL draft this year. What that means, Bears fans, is that you're still going to be able to get a blue chip prospect. That's what Ryan Poles likes to call him. And the Chicago Bears will definitely have options. Names that come to mind is obviously JSN if you want to add one more receiver, which I'm not sure if he's off the table. We have to wait and see. Another guy is Peter Skoronski from Northwestern if you want to build offensive line. Paris Johnson, Ohio State offensive tackle. So there is definitely some names to keep in mind, especially picking at number 9 overall. And this is not even considering the Chicago Bears may decide to trade back down and collect more draft capital. But as it stands right now, I feel that Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears will be comfortable picking at number 9. And still selecting a very good player that can come in and contribute to the Chicago Bears roster right away. But all in all, I'm pleased that we were able to trade back, get all this draft capital and a true number 1 receiver in DJ Moore and still pick within the top 10. Also, by trading back with the Carolina Panthers, the Chicago Bears now have 2 second-round picks. Pick number 53, which was from the Ravens trade by trading away Roquan Smith, and now taking the Carolina Panthers number 61 overall in the second round this year as well, which to me, it's very valuable to have multiple second-round picks. And there's so many different things that the Chicago Bears can consider by having 2 first-round picks. They can trade back with either of those picks and collect more draft capital, which is always an option. They can package those picks together and trade back into the first round if there's another player that they desperately want, which I'm not sure if that's a scenario that they would be interested in, but you never know. Ryan Poles is super aggressive, especially when it comes to the NFL draft in terms of trading picks away and moving things around to get more picks, right? So you never know what's going to happen. Or they could just stay put and select 2 very good players that can come in right away and help this football team, which seems like the most ideal scenario for Ryan Poles and Chicago Bears, especially considering that we are in a rebuild and we have a lot of holes to fill and we can use all the help that we can get. But overall, the extra second that the Bears received in this trade back from the Carolina Panthers is a valuable asset that can really help the Bears in their rebuild and help bring some talented players onto the Chicago Bears roster. Last but not least, let's talk about the future assets that the Bears are going to be gaining by trading back with the Carolina Panthers. The Bears received a 2024 first-round pick and a 2025 second-round pick in the trade back with the Carolina Panthers. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the second-round pick that we gained in 2025 from the Carolina Panthers, and I know that is valuable, but, and a huge but, that first-round pick in 2024 is absolutely beautiful. And it's my favorite part of this deal, besides obviously getting wide receiver DJ Moore. And the reason I say this is simple. When you look at it, by getting that first round pick in 2024 from the Carolina Panthers, the Chicago Bears will now have 2 first round picks in 2024. And that is a huge deal. And I want to ask you guys a simple question. And the reason why getting that first round pick from a quarterback needy team like the Carolina Panthers, the reason why that is so beautiful. Let me ask you guys a simple question. Do you guys really think the Panthers are going to be really that good next year? When you put it in perspective, when you really think about it, they will have a rookie QB in place, a new head coach. And I know Frank Reich has coached before, but let's just say a new head coach with a new rookie QB. And to add to all of that, they just took away their best weapon in DJ Moore to us, which is going to be a huge loss for a new QB like CJ Stroud or Bryce Young, for example. So they are definitely going to be hurting. This is a team that is obviously rebuilding. They're trying to reshape the roster. And this is a team that may be very bad next year. Maybe they shock us all, but to me, I think the Carolina Panthers probably won't be very good for the reasons that I listed. So I absolutely love this situation for the Chicago Bears because we can be looking at a top 10 pick or maybe even a top 5 pick next year if the Carolina Panthers are as bad as I think they will be. So this is a very good situation for the Chicago Bears. And to make the situation even more beautiful, next year's draft class is loaded with talent. You're talking about guys like Marvin Harrison Jr. You have multiple quarterbacks if you're looking for a quarterback. So for example, the Carolina Panthers, for example, get us into the top 5 and people want a quarterback, Caleb Williams is going to be a highly talented prospect in next year's draft. The Chicago Bears may cash in once again in a trade back, especially if Justin Fields absolutely tears it up this past season. So the Chicago Bears are obviously in a beautiful situation by adding that first round pick in 2024 and having 2 first round picks in next year's draft. So yes, if people are wanting to know this, if you guys are curious about this, yes, I am rooting against the Carolina Panthers to lose every single game next season. So it's obvious I am going against the Carolina Panthers, and I'm pretty sure you guys would agree with me when I say that. So Bears fans, once again, give Ryan Poles his kudos. This was a massive trade by Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears. Obviously, you feel a massive need at wide receiver by getting DJ Moore, and you load up on draft capital for not only this year, but for years to come. Before I let you guys go, let me ask you guys this. What grade do you give this trade by Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears? Let me know down below in the comment section. I give it an easy A. You feel a need at wide receiver by adding DJ Moore, and you also add a huge haul of draft picks that's definitely going to help your rebuild for now and in the future. Before I let you guys go, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Make sure you share this episode of Geek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. Better than that, for all new Bears podcasts right here on Geek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic.